together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stayed making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports betting scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got some more baseball for you guys. Actually, I forgot to type up two games. Can I type? Let's see. But we have MLB today, or the more important baseball today is located in Omaha, Nebraska. We'll talk over the two college baseball games. We'll talk over the MLB card, and then we'll finish on out. I believe there's game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight. So we'll talk over all of that as well before we jump into today's card. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check all the links in the description below: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. What do you call it? If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day, you get a card every single day, which recap of what we did on the card yesterday: 6 plays, and we went 4-2. Had a winner, a little bit of a sweaty one at the end with the under in the Mets game. The Detroit Tigers run line, Tariq Skubal continues to be outstanding. I had the Cardinal run line. They get shut out. That was a loser. I had the under in the Oilers game. That one was a loser pretty quickly. I had the under in the Cubs game, winner, and I had the Winnipeg Blue Bombers plus 3.5 in the Canadian Football League. So that was my first winner in the CFL so far this year. I'm now 1-4, so hopefully that can get back on track. But that, I believe, makes 2 straight profitable days. I'm gonna go check back. Yes, 2 straight profitable days because the day before was down like a quarter of a unit. So on a nice little streak, hopefully you can make it 3 profitable days in a row. But there's no chat, so we'll just go ahead and jump straight into it. We'll start with the Omaha games. And I'll admit I'm a little bit chalky on these. It is what it is. We got Arizona and Coastal going at it. Coastal's minus 230. 9 is your total in this one. I will say, if there's been a most impressive team so far for me in the regionals and super regionals, there's 2 of them. One of them is Coastal Carolina. The other one is UCLA. We'll talk about UCLA tomorrow in terms of most dominant. Coastal has not lost a game through regionals or super regionals so far. Wins against Fairfield, ECU, Auburn, and Auburn. On the opposite side, we've got Arizona, who, hey, they have fought their way to get here. Regionals weren't so difficult. They beat Cal Poly, they beat Utah Valley and Cal Poly. But super regionals, they lose 18-2 in the opening game to UNC. Proceeded to come back and win the next 2 games and knock out the Tar Heels and eliminate them and make their way to Omaha. I will say I'm on Coastal today. I'm on Coastal to win the Natty. I posted me and Destiny's brackets up on Twitter. If you guys are interested in checking those out, me versus her, we'll see how we do. But I have my entire bracket out there. I'm on Coastal. The run line, I got it minus 120. So we'll start with Coastal Carolina minus 120 on the run line. And I do lean towards the under. I could definitely see this one being like a 6-1 type of game. Let's go ahead, head to the second game in Omaha. We got Louisville and Oregon State. Oregon minus around 190. 10 is your total in this one. I'm going to end up adding something to this. I like Oregon State run line in this game. Once again, I chose the two favorites so far, but I have these 2 teams going to both those teams going 1-0, and then one of them coming out of the losers bracket. So I'm high on both these teams, Oregon State and Coastal Carolina. So I'm going to take both of them today. Oregon State's actually plus money for their run line. I believe it was plus 105. I also like the over in this game. The way that the line's moving with it, or the bets, 34% of the bets and 76% of the money is on the over, which is shouting out over to me. So that's where we're going to also go in this game. So we're going to grab Oregon State, and we're going to grab the over 10 in that one. Very quiet chat today. That's fine. I have no problem running through the card on just kind of talking everything over today. That is perfectly okay with me. We'll go ahead and head to the MLB. Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I was wondering why this line was a pick'em, and then I saw Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens versus Horton. I believe that is Cade Horton. Cade Horton in this one. It's a pick'em, 7 total. Skeens this year. What is there that has not been said about Skeens already? 14 starts, a 4-6 record, a 1.88 ERA, a complete game, 91 innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 20 walks, 92 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal this year. And most likely will start the All-Star game. On the opposite side, we've got Horton, who has been a kind of a consistent piece for this, or not really consistent piece, sorry. As of late, he has been, because he came up at the beginning of May. 6 appearances, 5 starts, 3-1 record, 4.11 ERA, 30 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 7 walks, and 25 strikeouts. Pitching advantage, I think, is pretty self-explanatory that it's towards Skeens. Hitting advantage is 100% towards the Cubbies, considering the Cubbies are top 10 or top 5, top 4. They're 4th in baseball versus right-handed pitching, 119 WRC plus, only behind the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Yankees. Pittsburgh Pirates are in 28th, and that's only ahead of the White Sox and the Colorado Rockies. We'll go to where the money is going in this one. Did I click on the right thing? Hopefully I did. Yep. Okay, there we go. Slide you over. So this line opened up at Cubbies plus 113. It's all the way up to minus 105. So the line is moving towards the Cubbies. Gone from a 7 at minus 110 to a 7 at minus 105 for the under. So line moving towards the under in this game. In terms of where the money's coming in, 60% of the bets, 74% of the handle is on the Cubbies. Makes sense. 54 and 58 is on the under. So that also makes sense. I will say I will be taking the Cubbies today. I am going to be taking the Cubs. I can get them at minus 110. I like the Cubs today in this one. You're getting them at a pick'em price. They hit against righties. I think Horton's going to be able to slow down the Pirates. I also kind of lean towards the under just because it's an early game, but I'm going to take the Cubbies. No chat today, which is fine because we're going to go ahead and keep rolling. We got the Washington Nationals back at home at a pick'em price against the Miami Marlins. You got Edward Cabrera taking on Mitchell Parker. Cabrera this year, 10 starts, 2-2 record, 3.99 ERA, 49 2/3 innings pitched. 22 earned runs, 21 walks, 53 strikeouts. He's been a consistent enough piece of this rotation. Sorry. But, I mean, he's not anybody I'm going to go out and trust. Then you got Mitchell Parker, who has been kind of up and down this year. 13 starts, a 4-6 record, 4.44 ERA, 71 innings pitched, 35 earned runs, 28 walks, and 47 strikeouts. He's been, once again, another back-of-the-rotation guy. I think both these guys could get hit. We'll go ahead and take a look at the numbers. Marlins versus lefties. 20th in baseball at 80 WRC plus. On the opposite side, Nationals versus righties is 99 WRC plus. So slight hitting advantage towards the Nationals. Slight pitching advantage, I would say, towards the Nationals in this one. Nothing crazy, though. We'll go ahead and head to the money where that's at. The line's dropped. Wow. Minus 135 down to minus 110 for the Nationals. Line's also gone from 9 at minus 115 to 8.5 at even money for the under. So line's moving towards the under. The line doesn't make sense considering that all the money's coming in on the Nationals. I am going to be taking the Marlins today. I know it's gross. You got the Marlins coming off of, although the Nationals are coming off of getting swept, but I can get Miami at plus 105. Both advantages are very, very slight. Nothing crazy. Nothing to go writing home about. I'm going to take the Marlins in this one. Nats money line. No, Marlins. No Washington. Give me Fish plus 2.5 only lean. That's a very, very. I'm guessing you're doing parlays with this because I can't imagine you actually betting those seriously. So I can't imagine that. So I'm hoping that those are parlay pieces. Marlins first 5. Yes, I like the Marlins today. Let's keep on rolling. This should be a fun matchup. We got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are slight minus 120 favorites at home with a total of 8. Kevin Gausman taking on Ranger Suarez. We got Gausman this year, who's been pitching well as of late. 13 starts so far, 5-4 record, and not to mention Toronto's won 4 in a row and 5 out of his last 6. 3.87 ERA, 76 and 2/3 innings pitched, 33 earned runs, 16 walks, 73 strikeouts. Solid. On the opposite side, you got Ranger Suarez, who has also been really good for this Phillies team. He's only pitched 7 starts, a 4-1 record, a 2.7 ERA, 11 earned runs and 43 1/3 innings pitched. 13 earned runs, 11 walks, and 38 strikeouts. He's been another one of those consistent pieces for this Phillies rotation, and that's exactly what they need. So 2 pitchers that have been really good. Let's go take a look at these stats. Toronto versus lefties is – where are they? Wow, second in baseball against lefties. I just noticed that one. 121 WRC plus. Solid. Nope, I don't want to go back. And then against righties, Philadelphia is 13th, 104 WRC plus. So hitting advantage towards the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to say pitching advantage right now towards the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll go ahead and take a look where line movement is in this one. Line's gone from minus 135 Philly to minus 112. So line is moving towards Toronto. Line's also moving towards the under. And with all the money and everything coming in on the Philadelphia Phillies, you know where we're going. We're going north of the border. We're actually going to start off the card with 3 straight plays. And it's going to be plus 105 for the Toronto Blue Jays. I believe these guys just faced each other. It feels like they did. Didn't Toronto just play Philly? They did. And Toronto took 2 out of 3. I like it. Hitting, pitching, and give me the Blue Jays. All parlay pieces agree. Yeah, I was about to say, because there's no way you're coming into my show every single day and telling me that you're betting minus 300s and minus 200s, and because that's no way to be making money. Let's be honest. That's no way to be making money. Toronto for me. Yes, Toronto. Let's head to Baltimore, where the Orioles and the Angels are going to be going after it. We got Charlie Morton and Jack Kochanovich. Jack this year has started 11 games, a 3-7 record, a 5.61 ERA, 67 1/3 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 31 walks, 82 strikeouts. Keep in mind, he's in his second year. This is like his first really full year. So I do think he's going to get better as time goes along. Just he's not been really great this year. Talk about bad this year. How about Charlie Morton, who the Orioles signed to kind of get them back, and boy has he sucked. To put it nicely, he's sucked. 15 games pitched in to 9 starts, a 2-7 record, 6.59 ERA, 56 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 31 walks, 57 strikeouts. He's been awful. And although they've won his last 3 starts, no, I'm not going to trust that. Absolutely not. So I'm going to say pitching advantage towards Angels. In terms of hitting advantage, Baltimore is actually good against righties. Yes. 6th in baseball, 112 WRC plus. And then you got the Angels, who are 23rd. So hitting advantage is going towards the Orioles. But I wouldn't hate an over in this game. Let's see where the line's gone. Line's gone towards the over from 10 at -110 to 10 at -122. Line's also moving towards the Orioles. Interesting. We might actually have a cash cow. Hold on one second. No, not enough money on it. Not enough money on the Orioles for making a cash cow. I am going to take the over in this game. I think both teams smash hitting against these pitchers. And 10.5. Yeah, I'll take the over here. 10.5 -106 in this one. Cool. Tim, what did you pick in the Pirates game? I'm on the Cubbies. Cubbies. Seeing the O's -186 makes me want to take the Angels. Get that plus money. The O's ain't that good. I would agree, but I'm not touching the side. Morning, Markel. Let's keep on rolling. How about this game? We get the New York Yankees heading to Boston to take on the Red Sox. And rematch of last week's pitching matchup between Ryan Yarbrough and Garrett Crochet. That was the game that I believe that was the high-scoring game, if I remember correctly. 10-7. Yeah, that was the 10-7 game. And that was the one win. Oh, no, that was 2. That was one of 2 wins for the Red Sox. Yarbrough this year, a 4.2 ERA. 4.17 ERA in 14 games pitched, 6 starts, a 3-1 record, 45 and a third innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 13 walks, and 43 strikeouts. He's been a bullpen piece for a good chunk of the year. On the opposite side, you got Garrett Crochet, who has pitched in 14 games, a 6-4 record, a 2.35 ERA, 88 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 27 walks, and 110 strikeouts. He has been a strikeout machine. And I mean, he's been great. Pitching advantage, Boston, and I don't think it's particularly close. Then we go to how these two teams are hitting against these certain pitchers. Both of them facing lefties. Yankees number 1 in baseball. Boston number 3 in baseball. So I do like that one a lot. Where both teams are actually, hitting. Then we have the market movements. Lines moving towards the Red Sox. It opened up at 135. It's up to 142. Keep in mind, lines do move since I typed up the lines about a half an hour ago. Line has not moved as a total though. So that's that. 45% of the bets and 53% of the money is on the Red Sox. So it makes sense that the line's moving slightly that way. I'm going to stay off this game. I don't need to bet every single one. I've bet the first 4 games, so I probably should tone it down just a tad. But I'm going to be passing on this one. Goodbye, everyone, and have a great weekend. My phone keeps cutting off in the middle of nowhere with my dog, Mojo, fishing. See you Monday. Have a good day, Munchie. I'm going to live bet the over at tip-off. Usually drops. Fair. Over in the Red Sox-Yankees game. I can see the over. Red Sox run line. It's Red Sox or nothing. It's definitely Red Sox or nothing. Let's head to the next game. My beloved New York Mets, who are red hot right now, are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays, who are also, they were red hot. And then they lost 2 out of 3 over the weekend to Boston. So kind of slow down just a tad. You got Taj Bradley and Clay Holmes. Taj Bradley this year is pitched in 13 games, a 4-5 record, a 4.58 ERA, 74 2/3 innings pitched with 38 earned runs, 29 walks, and 66 strikeouts. So he's been, he's been a Tampa Bay Rays pitcher. That's exactly what you're going to get out of them. They're consistent. They strike out people. So they've been good enough. On the opposite side, you got Clay Holmes, 13 starts, 7-3 record, a 2.95 ERA, 73 1/3 innings pitched, 24 earned runs, 23 walks, and 65 strikeouts. From somebody who pitched in the bullpen last year, he has been great. Thank you, Yankees, for letting us have him. And so I'm going to say pitching advantage towards the Mets. Let's see, both of these guys are righties. The Mets are 118 WRC plus, 107 for Tampa Bay. So hitting advantage, pitching advantage, both towards the New York Mets. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the line movement in this one, where we've got the line moving towards the New York Mets, 155 up to 170. Lines also dropped from 8.5 down to a 8. I'm going to call the Mets a cash cow today. It's got to be 160 to 260, or it's 180. Might be 180. Either way, I'm going to call the Mets a cash cow today. I like the Mets in tonight's game. It's been a team that's really, really good at home. They've just been consistently going, and I'm just going to ride them here. I can get their run line at plus 130. Give me the New York Mets today in this one. Mets run line. Mets extended clip. I hope so. This is a team that the Mets are currently the best team in baseball. Whew. Which is just amazing to see. I love that. That's great. And I don't think it's close now. No, I still think it's a half a game. A half game better than the Detroit Tigers, 2 games better than the Yankees, 3 games better than the Cubs, 4 games better than the Dodgers. Mets just are on a roll right now. Tim, you're not worried that Tampa didn't play yesterday, rested? No. I'm not worried about it. Mets, sometimes there's rest, sometimes there's momentum, and the Mets got a lot of momentum right now. A team that doesn't have momentum is the Atlanta Braves. And they're monster minus 320 favorites. Jesus Christ. If it is against Colorado, that's fair. But this is an Atlanta team that's 9 games under 500. German Marquez and Bryce Edler going in this one. 13 starts, a 2-8 record, 7 ERA, 63 innings pitched, 49 earned runs, 21 walks, 41 strikeouts. So he's allowed more earned runs than strikeouts this year. He has been horrible, German Marquez. On the opposite side, you got Bryce Edler, who has started 10 games, a 2-5 record, a 4.08 ERA, 57 1/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 16 walks, and 48 strikeouts. He's also been kind of rough lately. The Braves have lost 4 straight of his starts. I'll just be quick with this one. I'm not betting it. I don't care what advantages there are. I'm not touching the Rockies. I'm not touching the Braves at that big of a number. I'll skip all the extra data and points and everything. This one's a complete pass. Are we on the Mets? You know what I'm going to say. You know what? I'm going to stay off the Mets, stick to the system. That's fine. Let's just keep rolling. We got the Cardinals and the Brewers in this one. Brewers minus 145, total of 7.5. Eric Fetty and Freddie Peralta. Eric Fetty in this one, 13 starts, 3-5 record, 3.54 ERA, a complete game this year. That was a 6-hitter, 8 strikeouts versus the Nationals, 73 and 2/3 innings pitched, 29 runs, 33 walks, and 46 strikeouts. It's been solid. You know who's also been really good? Freddie frickin' Peralta. If the Brewers start to go downhill, which I mean they're not going down here. They're currently 4 games over 500. But if they're selling at the deadline, 14 starts, 5-4 record, a 2.69 ERA, 77 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 31 walks, 78 strikeouts. He's been fantastic. Last game he pitched, allowed no earned runs, 1 hit, 2 walks over 6 innings, and got a no decision because the Brewers ended up losing 1-0. Pitching advantage is towards Freddie Peralta. Let's be honest. Hitting advantage is St. Louis. St. Louis 108 WRC plus, which is 9th. Milwaukee 93, which is 25th. We look at where the lines are moving. It is heading towards the Cardinals, actually, in this one. It opened up for Cardinals at plus 145. It's down to plus 133. Lines move 6 cents towards the over. And then in terms of money, 72% of the bets, 54% of the money is on the Brewers. And the line's moving. That's interesting. Kind of makes me want to take the Cardinals here. Money's on the over. Makes sense. I kind of lean Cardinals. I'm not going to touch it, though. But it's definitely a lean that way. I almost bet your Mets minus 3.5 yesterday, and of course, Natty's come back. I had the under. I did not like the Mets yesterday. Braves team total or pass, fair. Tim, how's your boy Nick doing? He's good. He's currently working on something but hopefully come next year he's getting a job with ECU athletics of some sort. So this is he's doing great. He's doing great right now. He does miss ESB, but this is the better path for him, no matter what people say. And I'm tired of people mentioning it in the comments. You're not funny. You're still not funny. It's annoying. But he is doing great, and big things coming for him. Cardinals. It's a lean towards the Cardinals for me. Yes, lean towards the Cardinals. Let's head to Kansas City, where the Royals are taking on the Athletics. The Royals minus 150 coming off getting swept by the Yankees with a total of 8.5. Luis Severino and Michael Waka. Severino this year, 14 starts, a 1-6 record, 4.77 ERA, 83 innings pitched, 44 earned runs, 26 walks, 60 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Mr. Waka. And he's pitched 13 games, 3-5 record, a 3.01 ERA, 74 and 2/3 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 19 walks, and 55 strikeouts. I would say pitching advantage towards Mr. Waka. Hitting advantage, both of them are going up against righties. You got the Athletics sitting at 8th WRC plus against righties at 110. Kansas City, 4th to last at 88 WRC plus. So hitting advantage, Athletics. Where's the line movement? Lines has not moved. It's moved 1 cent towards the Athletics. Line has gone from 9 at plus 105 to 8 at plus 105 for the over. So the line has moved towards the under in this one, which is very interesting. All the money's coming in on Kansas City. Line's not moving. It leans me towards the Athletics. Not going to pull the trigger. I'm going to end up passing on this one too. I do have a bunch of plays already today. I'm happy with my card at the moment. I will be adding to it, but it's a good start to it. Okay, good. I think you took a shot at me. Not just you. not just you. Because there's somebody else that does it all the time who has numbers in his name. So, no, Coyote, I was not just taking a shot at you. Although asking over and over again when he's going to come back from a break and when he's coming back and this, that, and the other, it's getting annoying. It's not funny. It hasn't been funny. But no, I wasn't just taking a shot at you. Twins and the Astros. Astros minus 115. 8 is your total. Chris Paddock and Gordon on the opposite side. Chris Paddock has been great this year, which was crazy to think because I know a lot of people wrote him off after his first couple of starts where he allowed 9 earned runs. And then he allowed 3 earned runs his next start. Since then, he's allowed 3 earned runs or more once since his second start of the year. He's been great. 13 starts, 2-5 record, 3.53 ERA. Keep in mind, 9 of those 28 earned runs that he's allowed came in his first start. 73 in the third innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 22 walks, and 52 strikeouts. Although, I will mention, the Twins are not winning starts. He's been pitching great. The Twins aren't winning his starts. They've won 3 out of his 13 starts. So, not somebody I'm going to go and back. On the opposite side, we've got Gordon. That is Colton Gordon. And 5 starts, a 1-1 record, a 5.11 ERA, 24 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 1 walk, 25 strikeouts. That strikeout to walk ratio is very, very nice, I will say. But once again, it's a very small sample size. But they've won 4 out of his 5 starts. I will say that. Hitting stats: Twins against lefties. Middle of the pack, 87 WRC plus. So not terrible, but not great. On the opposite side, we got the Astros against righty, which is going to be 100 WRC plus. So about even for both. And then in terms of where the money is going. Line opened up at Houston minus 118. It's going to Houston minus 113. So movement towards Minnesota and a slight movement towards the under. When all the money, let's see where the money's going. 57, 58 towards the Astros. And then 45 and 45 and then 78% of the money's on the under. I like these two pitchers. I'm going to take the under here. Let's go ahead and find it. This is the Astros under 8. Can I get an 8.5? I can get an 8.5 at minus 113. Let's go ahead and grab the under here. Under 8.5 minus 1. Wait. Leaning A's fade the Royals after the Yankee series. I mean, that's fair. Twins for me. It would be Twins or nothing, yes. I don't know. Maybe Royals may need to get the series to bounce back or get on track. They could need the series. At the same time, just because they could need the series doesn't mean you're going to want to go and back them. Twins first 5 under and full game under. I could see that. Markel, how's their arms? We need to check their lineup and bullpens. I believe the Oakland Athletics had off yesterday, so I'm not really worried about it. Astros, money line. For me, it's Twins or nothing, but I'm not touching the Twins. We'll head to the next game, Padres and the D-backs. D-backs minus 135 with a total of 9.5. We get Kolick and Nelson going in this one. Kolick this year for the Padres, 7 starts, a 3-1 record, a 3 ERA, 42 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 16 walks, and 29 strikeouts. He has been quite solid. On the opposite side, you've got Nelson, who has 14 appearances. 4 of them were starts. 2-2 record, 1 save, blown save, 4.6 ERA, 45 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 15 walks, and 38 strikeouts. He has been a bullpen piece. So I'm not going to be overly concerned with that. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. Both of them are going up against righties. Arizona, 126 WRC plus, which is tied for first in baseball. On the opposite side, we have the Padres, who are 15th in baseball, which is 103 WRC plus. So they have been good towards the both teams have been good hitting wise. Obviously, D-backs with the hitting advantage. Arizona line movement. Arizona opened up at minus 120. It's up to 135. So line movement has been going towards Arizona. I wanted to see where no real line, 5 point line move, 5 cents of line movement towards the under in this one. And where's the money going? Where is it? Is it worth looking at? No, it's about 50-50. Now this one's going to be another stay away spot for me, with Arizona hitting advantage and pitching advantage towards San Diego. Nothing's really correlating with that. So we're going to go ahead and pass on this one. Got you. Arizona run line. I'm not going to talk you off of it. D-backs over. D-backs first 5. Over 9.5. Can't trust the D-backs bullpen. That's totally fair. T-bags money line. You like Arizona? I'm not going to talk you off of Arizona. Let's keep on rolling. We've got another big kind of rivalry game. We got the Giants and the Dodgers. The Dodgers are minus 187.5 is your total. Logan Webb and Yoshibito Yamamoto for the Dodgers. We got Logan Webb, who is having a really, really good year. 2.58 ERA in his 14 starts, a 5-5 record, 87 and a third innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 17 walks, 101 strikeouts. He has been really good. Speaking about another guy that's been really good, and that's Yamamoto. Yamamoto this year, 13 starts, a 6-4 record, 2.2 ERA, 73 and a third inning and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 25 walks, 86 strikeouts. Both these guys have been great, and both these guys, I believe, are top 5 in Cy Young voting, or in Cy Young odds, I should say. In terms of hitting, Dodgers tied for first in baseball, 126 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. Giants 22nd, they're 99 WRC plus, which is slightly below average. So they're slightly below. So hitting advantage towards the Dodgers. Pitching advantage probably towards the Dodgers. They are at 180, so let's go ahead and see whether or not line movement's going towards them. From 145 up to the 180 mark, we are looking at a possible cash cow. Line really hasn't moved for the total. This is going to be a cash cow today, because 95% of the money is on the Dodgers. So I'm going to be on the Dodgers here as a cash cow. And I can get that at, I think, a decent number, 126. 126. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Dodgers on the run line. I bet San Diego, but I'm on an 0-10 dog run fadeaway. I didn't touch that game. Good luck, though. I hope you can snap out of it. Dodgers, yes. Dodgers, yes. Dodgers, yes. Dodgers, money line, and Webb under outs. I don't know about Webb under outs. Not really sure about that, though. Can't be a cow. Oh, it's 7.5. Well, it's already up on the site. Whoops. But still, minus 1.5 Dodgers. Dodger run line. WNBA picks. I will have something today, I believe. I have not capped the card yet, though. So forgive me. That will be up on the member only, or Grant, if you DM me on Twitter, I'll talk to you about it. Nerfy. Too bad the Valkyrie aren't playing today. Dude, the Valkyrie have been actually looking pretty well. let's head to the final game of the day, shall we? And that's going to be between the Guardians and the Mariners. We got the Mariners at minus 120 with a total of 7. Gavin Williams and Luis Castillo. Gavin Williams, pride of East Carolina. 13 starts this year, a 5-3 record, a 3.86 ERA, 65 and a third innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 36 walks, and 71 strikeouts. He's looked a lot better as of late. He had a really rough start to the year. He's looked a lot better. On the opposite side, you got Luis Castillo, who has been solid. 13 starts, a 4-4 record, a 3.31 ERA, 73 and a third innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 23 walks, and 60 strikeouts. He has also been quite solid. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting numbers versus these two pitchers. Both teams will be facing off against righties. Seattle. Let's see. Seattle is at 7th WRC plus 111 for their WRC plus numbers. Cleveland 101 WRC plus, which is 18th in baseball. So hitting advantage towards the Guardians. Pitching advantage, even though I love my boy Gavin Williams, is towards the Mariners. Let's look at line movement in this game. It's gone from minus 130 to 108 for Seattle. So lines moving towards Gavin and the Guardians. Is all the money coming in? More money's coming in on the Guardians. So that's how we're going to end our night. We got a pretty nice card going today. We're going to end our night with the Guard Dogs, Cleveland versus the Mariners. And I'm going to be able to get them at, looks like minus 103. Even money for the Cleveland Guardians to end the night. There we go. Guardians, even money to end the baseball card. I like Vegas. There you go. So we all agree Dodgers win. Yes, I think so. Morning, Tim. How are you? Astros got it done. They should have. They were against the White Sox. Any thoughts for the Gordon against the Twin starter? I did not bet that game. I might have to take Seattle or reverse run line. No. Leading Mariners and the under passing. Fair. Free agents. Russell Westbrook declines player option and will be a free agent this year. All right, we got one more game to talk to you guys about because it's game 4 of the NBA Finals. Thunder and the Pacers. The Thunder are 6-point favorites with a total of 226. We'll go ahead and take a look at what the line movement is going for game number 4. If it'll pop up, let's see. It's not working. Maybe I just pull up DK numbers. Okay. Open up at 5.5. It's up to a 6. Opened up at 226. It went down to 225.5, up to 226 to 226.5 to 227. So line moving towards the Thunder. Line moving towards the over. Considering that 76% of the bets and 83% of the money's on the over, it makes sense. Not really much help with the spread bets because it's even on the monies. I believe, it's 55% of the bets on Pacers, 55% of the money on Thunder. So it's pretty close. I'm actually going to take the under in this game. I'm going to take the under just because I feel like the line's moved up too much at this point. I can go ahead and grab that. I can see this one as a more tight game. So moved too far. I like this. I like this under today. I just see this one being one of the more lower scoring games. The line movement kind of tells me something similar to that. So we're going to end the card with an under in the Pacers game. OKC got to be the play. I don't know if they cover though. Pacers +6 and the money line. I wouldn't mind a Pacers winning. Tim, do you know who's pitching for the Trends? For the Twins, you mean? It's Chris Paddock, and he's been great. Under, over, and OKC trifecta. I'm going to tonight's game. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you are. I don't know. I want to bet Indy again, but it might be greedy. Go for it, dude. Honestly, you're getting +6. They've looked great this series. So, but that is all of the games for today. All of the the card's going to be posted for you guys after the show's over. So make sure you guys are checking that out. But that is going to be it for today. If you guys are on the Earle Sports Bets channel, become a member of the YouTube channel, and my card will go right up there for you guys. If you guys are on the Picks and Parleys watching, because we're live on both. If you guys are watching on Picks and Parleys, go over to the picksandparleys.net website. You can get all of Earle Sports Bets best bets. We're how far are we top 5 yet? We're number 3 for 2025 for the site. So check us out. We're up $1,800 this year. So check us out over on the picksandparleys.net website. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Today's Friday, so we'll be back on Monday with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you, guys.